Hello YouTube, SentinalhMC back with Jetblade is giving you a nice wave for more space engineers. We don't have Void this time. He couldn't make it since we're recording on Friday instead of Saturday, but I had to get this recorded today because I'm going to be going somewhere tomorrow and I want to make sure I got it done. So, I'm still working on the collection system for ores. What are you going to be working on?
I guess the catwalk.
What? We don't actually have to finish it.
Oh, okay.
We could just leave it like that. Save resources. Oh, no, saved.
I would actually like to build a small mining ship, so if we need some off-planet or off this meteor, we can just go around and mine.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay.
We need, oh, that's right, that's why I couldn't finish the collectors. We need silicon. Go get some from somewhere. So I don't know where there is any. I don't think we have any inside the, this asteroid. At least haven't seen it. From what I was told, we have to put an antenna on the station in order to see the results of the ore detector no matter where we are. Which, you know, makes total sense.
Yeah.
So, I just haven't done it yet. I think we have the resources to build one because, I don't know, why is there just a magnesium rock floating in space? Just sitting there, not moving. Because oh yeah, my inventory is full, I didn't even check before I came out here. Because I think that there was one, on the business ship. If Trent didn't bash it off when he crashed, I think he might have ground it off. All right, let's go through this handy hole. Put everything away. Alright, I'm off to find the silicon. Silicon. Oh. Don't crash into it. Don't crash into it. So what have you been up to, my friend?
I actually don't know.
You don't know what you've been up to lately?
No, I just been at school. That's really it.
All these people that I'm talking to on Skype, a lot of them, they've been doing, they've been contending with finals and stuff for the first semester. Going crazy about it. I remember doing that. But I never really worried too much. I never studied for any test ever when I was in school.
Really?
Yep. I never studied for anything, period. Yet I still got almost straight A's.
Oh, wow.
Except for, I think it was 20th century American history. And that was in high school. I didn't do so well in that course. I got a C. My only C that I've ever had. Ever. And then in college, I only got one B. Everything else was an A. I was quite proud of that. I don't even do anything, you know, specific. It's just I remember stuff. So, good memory. If I had to memorize stuff, I was really good at it. I could memorize stuff really fast. Photographic. Oh, here we go. This platform's looking nice. Do you
have any more displays?
No, that's why I had to get the silicon, because I need to make displays. It's starting to bug me that this thing is upside down. Okay. Got the silicon, chuck it in the refinery. Oh, we're gonna split it into the... Oh, we can't put it in the arc furnace. Okay. So that's one thing that the arc furnace can't do, is refine silicon. Okay, right now it's producing computers. When it finishes that, we'll have... I'm cranking out displays.
Okay.
I need a lot of them, so I'm making quite a few.
I only just need 5, that's all.
Oh, grab them.
Okay, I did. And now I just need 15 computers.
Yeah, we got that.
There's 13.
Alright, one collector finished. This collector also needs computers. So 20 computers. Some displays. Displays. I need 2 more displays. Oh no, wait, there was displays down here that I never touched.
I'm like the kind of person that doesn't talk much, so...
I can tell. Which makes it difficult to have a dialogue, but it's fine.
Like, this is actually the almost the first time that someone has actually let me do something with them when they're a YouTuber. Because, like, in the past 3 years, I've been asking people to join. They always say no, sorry, or they're already with someone, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I get that. I mean, you got the people that you play with. I don't really have people that I play for. My brother can only play on certain times because he works, so... And Silentia is sort of not on all that much, so have to find some people to play with, and it's cool to play with subs because, you know, you guys enjoy watching my stoofs, so it's nice to sort of have some... I need interior plates. Yeah, I've still want to.
Sorry.
I still want to do some subscriber specials. I need 50 interior plates. 3 and then 40. Good enough. Honestly, I haven't been playing a whole lot of stuff this week. Well, I've been playing a bunch of idle games. Are you familiar with idle games?
No, I've never heard of this.
It's a title that has been given to the genre of games where you kind of just watch it play itself almost.
Oh, it's like it has a lot of cutscenes.
No. It's like those. Have you ever played a game called Cookie Clicker?
Yeah, I have.
That's an idle game.
So you have to wait for time.
Yeah, it's a game that basically plays itself. It only needs, you know, it doesn't need constant input from the player. It just needs, you know, regular inputs at certain points. But then it sort of progresses on its own. They also call them incremental games. Cookie Clicker is definitely an incremental game because you slowly work up resources, and it starts going faster and faster as you build more stuff. Oh yeah, I needed construction components, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there's 104 in the smaller cargo.
That's
container.
good, but it's not enough.
Oh really?
The conveyors take so many of them. I'll just craft another 100.
I need some motors and computers.
We do have motors in there.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna need some more too.
Is it nice that the smaller reactor only takes 1 instead of the steel plates and computers?
The smaller reactor only takes 1 reactor component.
Yeah, which is amazing. I think compared to the little bit bigger one, which takes like 500, I think.
Not for the small ship. It's the small reactor for large ships and stations, I think, that takes that much. The large reactor for small ships, I don't think takes 500. It takes. Oh, we can find out. Just try it. Okay, let's see. Large reactor for the small ship requires. Oh, yeah, 50 components. Yeah, so it's an order of magnitude less than we thought, which is nice. That's what that means, you know. An order of magnitude. It's 10 times.
Okay.
In case you've ever heard someone say that. That's what it means.
I'm just gonna make my computers right now because...
Yeah, make computers. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some motors. And then, yeah, I need small steel tubes.
But also, warning, there's actually a bug where if you're mining and you ram into a asteroid going like 5 kilometers an hour. If you go exactly 5, you'll glitch through the whole asteroid and explode.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, but I don't know if it's every time.
I know there's a glitch that was accidentally introduced in this latest patch that makes it so that if you load a world that doesn't have any meteors in it, doesn't have any asteroids in it, like an empty creative world, then it will hang on the then the loading screen won't go away. The world will be loaded, but the loading screen will stay on screen forever. The way around it, for anybody interested, if it doesn't know, the way around that is to hit Shift F10 if you're in creative mode, which will open up the Spawn an Asteroid menu. And if you click on Spawn Asteroid and then hit Escape, it won't actually spawn an asteroid, but it will get rid of the loading screen. And Keen knows about it. They're working on the fix, but until then, they're telling people that just use that workaround if you need to. The only reason you'd ever be loading into a world without asteroids is if you're in creative mode anyway, so
yeah,
that workaround works. For the only use case that actually exists, because you can't. I don't think the game will let you spawn in survival in it, or if it does, then you just die because you can't get any resources. I can't imagine. I don't why the game would allow you to even spawn into a asteroidless world. My goodness, have I really forgotten again what I need? I can't for the life of me remember what component that is when I come back up. It's like ridiculous. What is wrong with me? It's motors. It's motors. It's like, how can I not remember motors? Okay. Craft some motors. I'll flop that around there. Motors. Yeah, Keen announced, I don't know when they announced it, but it's on the website. Medieval Engineers Early Access is coming out February 19th.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to be doing some videos on that. Only the creative mode, of course. That's what they're launching with on that. It's coming out with the creative mode. Although they just the most recent update for Space Engineers was them adding the voxel hands. Like, I noticed previously there was an option in the G menu for voxel hands, but you couldn't actually click on it. But now it works. It's in creative mode, so that you can paint asteroids and stuff, paint with terrain.
Oh, wow.
And that came out of the Medieval Engineers development. So all those people saying that Medieval Engineers was taking away from Space Engineers, well, wrong. You're so wrong. It's amazing how wrong you are. Just that wrong. I'm looking forward to Medieval Engineers quite a bit. I like building castles and things, and it's gonna be really sweet.
Yeah, and the destruction, how the physics are.
And Last Stand Gamers has been doing a really good job at releasing, at following the development of Medieval Engineers, and he's been able to get access to like footage.
Oh, okay.
Of the testing of the systems to put up on his channel, because it's like the biggest Space Engineers, as far as I know, it's the biggest Space Engineers channel on YouTube. I don't really know of any other channels that produce as much Space Engineers content as he does over there. Yeah, but he's been uploading a lot of stuff. He just uploaded a video about the showing off the destruction. The stability system, the structural integrity system. It's really cool how they calculate that. Mm-hmm. It's really neat. So, like, but it's going to need a lot of optimizing, because basically what the structural integrity system in Medieval Engineers, every block calculates which blocks underneath it are bearing its weight. If you turn on the debug console, it'll let you see that. So every block knows which blocks are supporting its weight, and then whenever a weight is passed over is put onto a block, the game recognizes how much weight is on that block, and then runs it through the stress test simulation to see, how much. And it runs the simulation, and the stress is distributed to all of the blocks that are supporting the block. And if the stress of any one block of a block exceeds its limit, it crumbles. And they're trying to make it really realistic, and you can tell because there was a bridge that was built that had really long supports, and it didn't take a ton of weight. I mean, it took a lot of weight because it was a stone bridge, but because the supports were so long, they weren't all very strong, and after enough weight was passed over it, it crumbled. It started crumbling. It doesn't happen instantaneously. But then a similarly tall bridge that used like Roman aqueduct style of construction, where the various support arches are staggered onto each other.
Yeah.
It was able to support a ridiculous amount of weight. Like, you had to take out a lot of supports on one of those things in order to take it down.
Wow.
Because so as far as I can tell, their structural integrity system, even though it's probably going to be something they have to tweak forever, is already looking pretty darn good. Even for the early access, I think it's going to be fun. Because in the creative mode, you can spawn in cannonballs and just chuck them. And so you can see the destruction that will be caused to your various structures. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to build it. First thing I'm going to do is build a castle. I'm just going to go in there and build an awesome castle. It's going to be sweet. Really, really sweet. And when they release survival mode, oh my goodness, for that game, I'm going to be on that so fast. I'm hoping that at least one other person that I know is going to pick the game up. I don't have the money to buy it for everybody, so I have to hope somebody I know picks it up so that I can have a part of it.
How much would it cost, though?
I don't know how much they're going to charge for it. 15 bucks, 20 bucks. I don't know. I don't remember what they charged for Space Engineers when it first came on the early access. Because I think the price has gone up. Has it gone up, or has the price remained the same? I don't really know if Space Engineers' price has ever gone up on Steam Early Access, or if it's always been where it is. Alright, so the conveyor system for the collectors is finished. Unfortunately now, the gravity needs to be built, and that's going to be really annoying. Because that's going to take forever to refine. The resources are going to take a ridiculous amount of time just to refine them. Come on, go away. So, see? No, I don't have sequence. I'm going to put the gravity generator just behind, directly behind the collectors. It has to face... Where is the gravity? Here it is. It has to face this way. Yeah, this is going to be a ridiculous annoyance. Unless we happen to have enough cobalt already. I don't know how much cobalt we have. So, I don't think we already have gravity generator components. No, we don't. So, I need to produce a gravity generator. Don't need steel plates. We will need to make the construction components. Don't need to make the start of the launch tubes. Not enough cobalt. Well, maybe. It's not actually in the assembly right now. 423 cobalt in the refinery. It's not enough. Although it is refining cobalt, but cobalt refines so slow.
Curved conveyor tube. Where's the small conveyor tubes?
Yeah, we only have enough to get 3 of these. What?
There they are. Never mind.
Oh, right, yeah. Gravity generator components. Let's make everything else first. So we'll just get all that going. Something is stuck in assembler 2. That's a gravity generator. That's going to be a problem. I'll clear that job in assembler 2. Back to assembler 1, and we will add another gravity generator component. We'll put it at the end of the list. Because we need cobalt. More of it. See, actually I'm not sure how much, what the ratio is between the cobalt ore and the actual cobalt, because could be that we have enough cobalt ore already and we just need to refine. Either way, because it's probably not going to be done by the time this episode is over. Next episode we'll kick off with, I'll do it off screen and I'll give it time to refine enough. Cobalt. So that's one of the most annoying things, I think, is to how long it takes. That's why I always speed up the refinery. When there are entire mods dedicated only to reducing the time it takes to refine cobalt, you know cobalt takes way too long to refine.
Yeah. Just need more interior plates. How do I tell the second one to...
You don't. Well, you can give it a job manually, but the second one just takes whatever, it just splits whatever job the first one's doing.
What?
I moved the, just make sure the gravity generator components are at the back of the queue. If it gets to the front...
They take the longest.
Yeah, well, we don't have the resources to do it. The cobalt...
What do we need, though?
The cobalt isn't refined.
Cobalt.
The cobalt is... There's currently 2,000 cobalt being refined in the refinery, but it takes so long for cobalt to be refined that it's just taking absolute age. We still require 880 cobalt. There's currently only 65 there and 30 in the refinery. So, yeah, so it's gonna be... your interior plates won't take nearly as long as the construction components, so I'm gonna shift them to the front so you can get those and get working again. That'll be fine. Alright, well this is happening. This is gonna take an age. Let's keep drilling. Let's do some more drilling. Fun. Yeah, I always read the patch notes, and I actually read through the comments on the Keen forums, and it's always the same thing every time there's a patch. A bunch of people moaning about how rotors and pistons and landing gears aren't working in multiplayer right, and blowing their ships up. And everyone always says the same thing. It's like, Keen isn't just going to fix them as they are now. Keen is working on completely reworking how they work to make them infinitely better. Oh, I think the piston's as far as it can go, actually. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
That means it's time to add another one. So the only way to do that is to...
Why don't we make another refinery or something so it can go a lot faster?
Well, yeah,
That would take a
I mean,
long
we can
time,
do that.
though.
It just takes a while to refine, to produce the parts. Okay, so I think what I can do is I can replace some of these conveyor tubes with, I can replace some of these conveyor tubes with a piston, as long as there are... I need some steel plates. As long as I make sure that there are blocks holding it all together, it'll let me do it. So, if I go ahead and grab some steel plates, of course there's always the risk that putting the second one on will make it too unstable, but we'll have to see. How many blocks is this piston? The piston takes up 3 blocks. 3 blocks. And then 4th. And that should work to hold, even though it doesn't look like it's touching, it should work to hold this together.
Oh, okay.
I think.
What does
Well,
it
we'll
take?
find out when I grind this off.
Oh, okay. What does it take to make
Yep.
a,
Like what?
to make a drill?
A drill. Oh, for the small ship?
Yeah.
You can just go into the production for the assembler and click on the small ship blocks and just click on the drill and it'll just put everything it needs in the queue.
Okay, I need to go a little bit more farther with the drill, or it's gonna clip through the cockpit. So I just need.
Yeah, no, you have to put another conveyor on that. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that small ship drills have a large door on the back. Oh, do they have small doors on all sides of them?
This, they have small and big doors.
How they all? No, I thought the drills only had small doors.
Oh, the drills.
It's
yeah,
the grinder and assembler that have a big door. Yeah. Piston. There it is. 6. Put it like this. Oh, it's not as long as I thought. I guess it is. Right. So why can't it connect to the back of that piston? Like, why can't I take this, pop it here? That's what I'd have to do. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh crap, my student's energy is low, but I'm stuck.
This isn't gonna work, is it?
May I have some help over here?
There's one way that this would work. It's probably gonna...
Oh, there.
There's only one way this is gonna work. It's gonna involve a connector. Well, 2 connectors. Whoa!
Oh, sorry. We may just completely make a big hole in the asteroid if we can continue this.
Yeah, honestly, the easiest way to do this is just going to be to disassemble this thing and put it back together. It's going to be too annoying to try and merge them together.
Once I get my mining ship up and running, we don't need that thing, so...
Yeah, I just built it for fun anyway. I mean, it'd still be useful. But it'd be more useful in a mobile application.
Yeah.
So I think it's the end. I think that's the end for the rotary.
1.5 energy.
Well, no, I just built this collection system. It can't be the end for the rotary drill. I have to get it working so I can test this collection system.
Should we set it up somewhere else? So let's see if it place that it gets more or something.
Well, I mean, we need to put an antenna on the station so that we can see where all the ores are. Because
you mean an ore detector?
We have an ore detector, but we can only see where the ores are right now when we're in the cockpit. If we put an antenna on it, we can see the ores at all times. Let me just get into the cockpit and see where the ores are.
There is a bunch of cobalt
Iron,
and
uranium and platinum and stuff is underneath us, but that might just be on an asteroid. I think it is. The gold's over there. Other than that, it's really not seeing a whole lot of stuff. Just iron. It's like this asteroid. It's like this big asteroid only has iron in it. And a little bit of gold. I mean, I always kind of wanted to move it up so that it wasn't digging a hole in the bottom. But Anyway, we'll figure that out in the future. I'll figure out what I want to do between episodes, and then we'll have another episode later. I'm gonna start editing these episodes for time, but I don't to edit out boring bits. But I can't do that this time because I'm just recording this to get it done. So that'll come in the future. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for future episodes. I'm SentinalhMC, and I'm signing out.